Yeah, I'm distracted by gay feelings. So,
Yeah.
it is officially time to begin the Monster Fucker tier list.
It's the season, BBs. It's
It
the
is.
season of fucking monsters.
It is a Halloween, and I feel like for Halloween, we have to go through. We started this a little bit on Wednesday as just a conversation. We decided, no, we need a little structure to this. We need a little formality to this. We need a formal tier list.
We need to do this
Yeah.
in a way that it deserves, because we think a lot about fucking monsters.
In fact, we want to do this as a community effort too. So we not only made a tier list for ourselves, we also made a tier list that you can fill out at home. So I'm going to drop it in the chat. I'm going to drop it in the Discord. If you're watching later on YouTube, I'm going to drop it in the description so that you also, and please post your final tier list in the Discord, okay? I want to see it. I want to judge it. I want to know you better by your monster fucking priority. So our categories are S, A, B, C, D, and F. Now, the typical tier list is just S through D there. Haha. But we added an F. Monster, we have the Alien Queen up first.
Ooh, the Alien Queen from Alien Resurrection or from Aliens? Probably from Aliens.
Aliens.
Probably from Aliens.
Yes.
Oh,
Lot of arms.
lot of arms.
Here's what I'm gonna say. That's a lot of arms.
Hey, here's what I'm gonna say. What all those mouths do.
Right.
What both those mouths do.
So things can move once we place them because sometimes you get a little more context from somebody.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Alien Queen and like an A, not an
Really?
S. A or B.
An A or B?
Yeah. Were you not thinking
You're that
high?
strong on the Alien Queen.
What those mouths do.
What those mouths do.
What all those hands do.
I worry about the acid. I worry about all the acid.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's acid saliva, it's acid blood, it's acid everything.
Yeah.
So what those mouths do, really, if we think about it, is dissolve me.
Honestly, dream.
I would put the Alien Queen more a B or a C.
Okay, so let's say B for now.
Okay, we'll put her in a B.
Because if I'm saying she's A tier and you're saying she's C tier,
Yeah.
we'll split the diff at a B right now.
Okay.
Up next is the Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of Frankenstein is pure S tier
S
monster.
tier. Absolutely S tier. Honestly, less to say about Bride of Frankenstein because it's just like, yeah, she's just a
We all get
hot
it.
lady.
Yeah, the doctor was like, okay, I did it, but can I do it hot?
And the answer was
Yeah, you absolutely can.
yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Solid S tier. Up next is
Manic pixie dead girl. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. That's my dream.
Yeah.
Up next is the car Christine from Christine. Stephen King's Christine. You wouldn't fuck a car.
Now, you wouldn't fuck a car, would you?
Sure
now,
would.
Now, the first, I think we've talked about this, the first Reddit I ever became a member of,
Yeah.
and I'm still a member of to this day, is a Reddit called Dragons Fucking Cars. Because back in the day when I first heard about Reddit, people were like, it's Reddit, they got communities for everything. I was like, what do you mean for everything?
Everything?
And they're like, yeah, here's one that's really funny, dude. It's Dragons Fucking Cars. I was like, what do you mean? And it's just fan art of Dragons Fucking Cars. And that led me down a whole thing where I started watching, there are like, clips of people that use exhaust pipes and stuff. So there are a lot of car fuckers out there.
There are.
I don't know that I'm one of them. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Love a classic convertible.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Sure.
Love a cherry classic convertible. Like,
Yeah.
that's gorgeous. We can appreciate the beauty.
I sent this tier list out to some people before we started it here.
Yeah.
To friends of the show. Friend of the show, Carlos Luna, said soft leather seats.
It's true.
I don't know what that means.
And let me tell you something. Engine purrs like a kitten.
A lot of fluids.
A normal amount, I guess, for a car.
For a car, sure.
Yeah. Air conditioning. How many people have you fucked that are air conditioned?
That's zero.
That's zero. I'm gonna give the car from Christine either probably a D.
A D?
Yeah, probably a D.
All right.
I'm not that interested. Like,
now here's where we're gonna get into a tough struggle of us sharing the tier list here.
yeah.
Because Creature's up next.
Oh, Black Lagoon?
Creature from the Black Lagoon. For me, is S tier.
I know that for the femmes, especially, they love the creature.
It's us. We love the creature.
And here's what I'm going to say. Like, if you think about all the permutations of the creature legend, including a shape of water, we're talking about a sensitive soul on a creature.
We are talking about a sensitive soul on a creature.
We're talking about a creature that understands plants and sea life.
Yeah.
And just wants to protect the environment.
Wears a little rosy red lipstick.
Yeah.
Carry you in his arms.
I'm going to give, I mean, I'll say the creature's, I'd give the creature an A, or I'd give the creature an A. You want the creature in S? Put the creature in S.
I want the creature in S.
Put the creature in S.
We can bump the creature down if we feel like somebody deserves it more.
Okay.
Now, obviously, there can be multiple per tier. Up next is classic Dracula.
Bela Lugosi Dracula.
Yeah. For me, low. For me, D.
See, I think it's C. I think that's like a baseline monster. Like,
not hot. I'm sorry, not hot.
Not hot, but not hot. Like,
there's a lot of very hot iterations of Dracula. And once we get into the like, well, what iteration? Are we factoring them all together? Are we factoring this specific
is it
one?
just the idea of Dracula? Because if it's the idea of Dracula, that's an S.
Idea of Dracula, S tier. Dracula from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, S tier. This Dracula that we're looking at right now,
Jewish.
A C.
Jewish.
Sure.
That's nice. That's a plus.
The Legend of Dracula, deeply anti-Semitic.
Yeah. But that Dracula?
But isn't it maybe then a problem to cast Dracula as a Jew?
No, we took it back, baby.
Did we? Did we?
I think vampires.
Oh yeah, you think we drink the blood of Christians?
I think vampires. I think vampires now are so far removed from the original anti-Semitic intent.
Mostly.
And I think
the original Dracula is not.
And I think particularly the Bela Lugosi Dracula, definitely has nothing to do with that. I give that Dracula just a straight up C.
I'm cool with the C. We have nothing in the C tier right now.
That's a dude.
Up next, Frankenstein's monster.
And this is going to be once again the Boris Karloff.
Yeah.
Universal Studios 1950s.
Which, love, gentle.
I think it's a C too.
A C?
I think that Frankenstein's a C.
I want to say a B at least.
Yeah?
I want to say a B at least for Frankenstein's
okay,
monster.
I think, if we
Love
were...
a broad shoulder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
A broad shoulder and a gentle lover.
I'll say he's better than a Universal Dracula. So yeah, okay, we can give him a B.
Up next, we have Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger, I think, is a selfish lover.
I agree. Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, one of my favorite horror movies of all time, one of my favorite franchises of all time. So it's hard because I love Freddy.
Yeah.
I am repulsed by the idea of having sex with Freddy Krueger.
Well, he seems like the kind of dude who, if he thought of a joke during sex, he wouldn't be able to stop himself from saying it.
Yeah, and there's the blades.
That
are in very inconvenient places.
Sure.
Now, they are gloves, but I don't think he's taking them off.
But it's just one. Other one's
his dominant hand.
We assume because it's his murder in hand.
Yeah, you're not going to murder with your non-dominant hand.
But maybe he murders with his non-dominant hand so he can sign checks.
Do you think? Yeah?
Yeah, like
you think maybe Freddy Krueger's ambidextrous?
Well, I think maybe, I think everybody who's left-handed is a little ambidextrous.
Yeah.
So like maybe he's ambidextrous enough to murder with his right hand.
Yeah.
And then he can just do important stuff. I don't think
so. I think murder comes first.
Because imagine like you reach with your dominant hand to open a door. And you just blades. You know what I mean? Like I think that's a very specific. That's a hand for a specific. But also, he wears a fucking fedora. We got to go there too.
I hate that.
I hate that. Like, I hate the fedora more than the blades on one of his hands.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, well, you had a nice sweater on and you ruined it by pairing it with a fedora.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not even, dude, it's like a ratty old fedora.
Ratty.
Like, you didn't even get like a cool fedora.
A lot of people are talking about Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands does not count for this list because that is not a horror movie, but would. Smash.
Yeah, and also, Edward Scissorhands is not a monster, he's a sweet boy.
Yeah, smash. I'm saying Freddy goes in F.
Freddy's our first F?
F for fedora.
I think he would just be like, I think he's down in D or F because he would be a rude, self-absorbed date.
Yeah. He says rude shit. I already have nightmares. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I think he's got to be below the car. You know?
Yeah, the
That's
car, but
interesting.
the car isn't going to talk to you the way that Freddy does.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Thank goodness.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Up next, this one's easy for me. Ghostface.
Now, here's the thing, Saige.
Uh-huh.
It's Ghostface.
Yeah.
We don't know that it's Billy Loomis in there.
We don't. But I think this is first movie Ghostface. So you've got a 50-50 chance.
But you think that because you want it to be Billy Loomis.
Yes. I do. But we decided on a specific Dracula. We decided on a specific Frankenstein's monster.
That's true.
So because there isn't one, now here's what I will say. As a pretty big Scream aficionado, from the context clues of that movie, we get that it's Billy Loomis probably like 85-90% of the time.
Yeah.
And that Lillard only fills in maybe 10-15 when Billy has to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
When he needs to prove that it's not him.
They masterminded together, but Billy's the only one that's got the guts to go through with it.
Billy's it.
Yeah.
So given that it's Skeet Ulrich, given
Jughead's dad?
yeah. Even not given that, mask stays on.
Sure. Let's say
S tier.
Let's say that you show up and you don't know which Ghostface it is.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to know.
Yeah. S tier. Absolutely S tier.
What is it? But what when you really think about Ghostface?
Uh-huh.
What is it about Ghostface? The monster, the murderer, the way Ghostface acts as Ghostface that makes you want to sleep with Ghostface.
Replay the scene.
Mm-hmm.
In the opening of the first movie with Drew Barrymore.
Right.
Where they're on the phone and she's making popcorn.
What's your name?
Right?
Right. Why do you want to know my name?
Smash.
Because I want to know who I'm looking at.
Smash. Smash. Absolutely. 100%. Do you have a boyfriend? Why do you want to be my boyfriend? Come on.
You want to put him in S?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I absolutely want to put him in S. That's an S for me.
All right.
All right.
I think A is more reasonable, but you can have an S. You can have an S.
Fucking Billy Loomis, dog.
We don't know that.
We know it in my heart.
It could be. It could be Shaggy Rogers.
We do have two more that I absolutely know are S tier, so we might end up bumping some people down. We'll see.
I think we're going to. I think our S tier is too. We're letting too many people.
I'm feeling great about our S tier.
We're letting too many people into the S tier.
The next one is Jason Voorhees. Now, Friday the 13th. We're canonizing that it's probably the first movie, right?
Are we? That's okay. So here's the thing. I think. For some of these ones, I mean, when you look at that Dracula, you know it's Bela Lugosi.
Right, and it's hard because like Freddy is always the same.
That's always Robert Englund. But I mean, technically it's always Kane Hodder, but we're not talking about the person that's not always, but mostly. But here's the thing.
It's not mostly. It's mostly if you're talking about the first movie.
Yeah.
It's his mom.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we're not talking, when we talk about it's Robert Englund, when we talk about it's Bela Lugosi, we're not talking about the fact that it's them. Yeah. We're talking about that's a standard monster. Yeah. I don't care that it's usually played by Kane Hodder. What I care about is this is Jason, and we don't know which Jason we're walking up to.
Same thing as Ghostface. You don't know what you're gonna get.
It could be Space Jason. We don't know.
Could be Jason or Jason's mom, most realistically. Right. I'm gonna say your odds are it's Jason or Jason's mom.
I think the odds are, based on the number of films, the odds are it is a reanimated Jason Voorhees.
Interesting.
Because it was only Jason's mom a little bit. Across 10 movies, it was only Jason's mom. Yes. So I think like
you're factoring all the movies, but we didn't factor all the movies for Ghostface.
I thought we should. You didn't want to because of Billy Loomis.
Yeah, I wanted a better chance of getting Billy Loomis.
But that's the thing.
Now I want a better chance of getting Jason's mom.
Here's the thing about Jason.
Tell me.
He doesn't like sex. That's one of his main things.
Yeah.
One of his main things is if people be fucking, Jason gets mad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, is that part of the allure for you? Do you want to know what it's like to fuck somebody who hates sex? Because
No.
I have a feeling it's not great.
No, I don't want that at all. I do want to shout out Alex's comment in here for saying, I feel like for these masked monsters, you got to keep the costume on when you think about doing it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You're not doing it with Billy Loomis. You can think it's Billy Loomis as much as you want, and I'm going to let you have that.
Thank you.
But you don't know. You don't know.
No, and I'm fine with that. I still rank Ghostface just as high with that factored in.
Okay.
So we're factoring it in for Jason too. What do you think that puts Jason at?
I think Jason's an F, dude. I
agree.
Jason's an incel.
Yeah.
Jason's such
You're
an incel.
so right.
Jason's like, are other people fucking and I'm not fucking?
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
You're gross.
Jason Voorhees, F tier. Up next, Jekyll and Hyde.
That's at least a D, but probably an F.
I'd say D or F as well.
Because I think Jekyll, we talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think Jekyll can fuck. He's too repressed. He's probably not great at it.
Yeah.
And he's also like, he's repressed in that Sam Raimi, Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire way.
Yeah.
Where you're like, that's not cute.
Yeah.
And Hyde, you don't want to go on a date with Hyde. You don't want to,
Yeah.
maybe you want to have sex with Hyde. I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like Hyde doesn't respect boundaries.
I like knowing what I'm going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And like if somebody is going to be more unpredictable and mentally ill than expected in the relationship, it should be me.
Yeah. Hyde, I feel like is one of those people that's like, you don't like that? I feel like I don't remember you saying that. And it's like, no, I said it. I said it.
F tier, F tier, F tier.
You know what I mean?
Icka.
Hyde does not respect boundaries.
Disgusting. Up next. Up next are the killer clowns from outer space.
Non-specific, maybe all of them at once.
Maybe it's one of them. I would say you'd get to choose hypothetically, but we're factoring them as like a cluster.
Aren't you tired of picking clowns?
You would think. I love clowns.
Yeah.
I really do.
You really do.
Now, are the killer clowns particularly disgusting clowns?
Sure.
Yeah, that's kind of their thing.
But are they particularly great at being clowns?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And look, I love people that are passionate and talented.
Yeah.
I love people that are really good at what they do and know what they do best.
If you're into light bondage, there's no lighter bondage than cotton candy. They got that gun that puts people in the cotton candy cocoons.
Like, it's no S tier for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm going to say a C.
You're going to put it, okay. Yeah. I would go for a B or a C.
I would say a C is fair for the killer clowns.
A C is
because
fair.
We're clustering them all together, and some are more fuckable clowns than others.
That's what everybody on dating apps says.
Yeah. My Twitter bio is literally a bit of a little clown.
Yeah.
I love clowns.
You love a clown.
I love clowns.
Okay.
So like, see?
All right.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
I feel good about that.
Okay, up next is Michael Myers.
John G. Man's 5 in the studio audience says BCSM. Michael Myers. I think you run into similar problems that you run into with Jason Voorhees with Michael Myers.
I just want to shout out somebody that just came into the chat and tell you that you suck. Somebody came in and said, a whole stream of Saige talking about sex in a cheerleader outfit. You came to the wrong show. I hate you.
Yeah.
Do you know that I hate you? I want you to know it in your heart so that you can't enjoy anything about this, that I don't like you.
Bye. Michael Myers. I think you have Jason Voorhees problems with Michael Myers.
I agree.
I think there's nothing fuckable about Michael Myers.
Everybody's like, LMAO Saige, it's 10 a.m. I don't have the patience to be polite about it. Don't be gross at me. It's my show.
So I think there's something, hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
There's something less off-putting about Michael Myers than Jason Voorhees.
Not really for me.
Not really?
I mean, look, there is the factor of like the very specific thing about Jason being kind of an incel. But Michael Myers, I don't know, I don't really like a quiet type. Not really for me. Like
Yeah.
there's absolutely nothing appealing about him is the
Yeah.
problem. There's not any specific thing like there is for Jason, but there's literally nothing.
He's got a quiet.
He's giving me nothing.
He's got a quiet passion. You can say
Yeah?
that. You can say that. Very passionate about when he sets a goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he sets a goal, he goes for it.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
It's just like Slay Queen. Give us absolutely nothing. You
I
know?
probably like a D.
Give us absolutely nothing, Queen.
I think he's a D. I don't think he's as bad as like.
I'll put him in D for you, but it would be an F for me,
All right.
personally. Up next. Nosferatu.
Das Vampir?
Yeah.
I'm
Now, hear me out.
gonna hear you out.
Maybe more than Dracula.
Well, he's got more draw and power than Dracula.
Yeah.
The original Nosferatu has more draw and power than Dracula, for sure.
Yeah. Like, I think Nosferatu, okay, here's the thing. Total monster. Because we get into this where it's like, okay, we're not just going to prioritize the ones that are the most human looking. You know what I mean?
No.
Total monster. This is a monster fucking tier list.
He has these.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I like it.
I mean, Bela Lugosi does these too.
Yeah.
But Nosferatu like really does them.
For my youngins in the chat, picture the one from SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. However, the second time, not the second time, the first time from SpongeBob, because I don't want to make it weird, because Alex Ward is the second Nosferatu in SpongeBob. So first Nosferatu in SpongeBob is actual Nosferatu.
Hey, what about the Hash Slinger? Where's the Hash Slinger go on your tier
Where's
list?
the Hash Slinging slasher in this tier list? Very low.
Very low.
Very low.
I think Nosferatu probably for me. Yeah, he would either be a C or a B. I'd either put him right with Lugosi or a little above.
I'm going B.
Yeah? Go
I
ahead.
think
Throw it
B.
in B.
I think B. I think solid B tier.
Okay.
Up next, the nurse from Silent Hill. For those who are listening on the podcast later, I'm doing a little hand fan because the nurse from Silent Hill.
Now, the nurse from Silent Hill is hot.
Hot.
And the way they move and the twitchy and then they undulate and
Hot.
like it's hot. I do think about it being a literal manifestation of Harry's problems with women.
Sure. I'm not really thinking about that.
Okay.
I am distracted
By the hot nurse
by
costume?
boobs.
By hot nurse boobs?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm distracted by gay feelings. So,
Yeah. They're pretty hot.
really hot.
They're pretty hot.
really
And they're
hot.
literally made of repressed sexual energy.
Yeah, they're full fantasy. There's nothing about this that I'm not into.
I think we could put it in an A.
Miss Reaper said finally more women. Yeah, there's not a lot of femme monsters.
No.
There's not. A lot of them, because of the way that we like want to portray women in media, is like the women that we think of in like horror movies are too human.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just hot ladies.
Yeah. And usually the thing about them, like when I think about like something like a Species or an Under the Skin or something
Yeah.
like the whole, or even a Jennifer's Body, is it's just like, no. The thing is like, they're hot, but they'll get you.
Yeah,
and
like
it's
the
just like,
succubus
and
kind
the
of
fact,
thing.
and the fact that they're hot is why they'll get you. And
Right.
it's like,
S tier.
S tier. I was gonna say A tier.
I think maybe the hottest on this list.
The hottest on this list. Every time you like one, you go straight to S.
No. No.
You're going straight to S.
I think she's hotter than Bride of Frankenstein.
Then Bride of Frankenstein's an A, clearly, because you just said it.
I mean,
You just said it. You just
I don't
ranked
know.
them.
I don't know.
You
I
just
don't know.
ranked them.
you think A for, I mean, this is our list though.
I think Bride of Frankenstein is hotter than the nurse from
Okay,
Silent
then we'll
Hill.
put the nurse for Silent Hill in an A because I've gotten my way a lot here. All right? We got two back-to-back here.
Here we go. We've got two Pennywise the Clowns.
We decided to put both in. Now, are there a million versions of pretty much all of these monsters that we've talked about? Yes. But is one of them Tim Curry in most of those monsters? No. So you have Skarsgård Pennywise and Tim Curry Pennywise.
Now, removing the actors,
you have to remove the actor.
we're also talking about the way those characters are played and portrayed. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Tim Curry never played a character that didn't want to get it and didn't want you to know that he wanted you to get it too. That's how Tim Curry plays every character. You could play Command and Conquer, where Tim Curry is the head of the Russian Empire.
Yeah.
And you'll just be like, oh, he's going to take a rocket to the moon, and he kind of wants me to come with him, right?
Yeah.
Like like Tim Curry just has sexual energy.
Okay, so that's your pitch for Tim Curry Pennywise.
I think Tim Curry Pennywise is an A. I think Skarsgård Pennywise is a C or a D.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna advocate for Skarsgård Pennywise here. I think the makeup's an improvement. I think the outfit is an improvement.
Sure.
I think that, and I hate to say this, but like that's my preferred Pennywise as a huge Tim Curry fan.
Oh no! Listen, Skarsgård's Pennywise is a much better
that's
Pennywise.
Pennywise to me.
Tim Curry Pennywise, that's a Pennywise that's down to actually have a little fun.
I don't know. I think that there's a playfulness to Skarsgård's Pennywise, and I think I prefer.
I think Skarsgård's Pennywise is smooth down there like a Ken doll.
You think?
I do.
I almost prefer that. That almost made me feel a little more comfortable, I think, actually. I don't know, man. I just think even looking at the two photos we've got here in the tier list, Tim Curry's Pennywise looks bummed. He has a very, like, serious face to him. Skarsgård Pennywise always got a smile.
Tim Curry's Pennywise keeps turning into ladies and trying to smooch John Ritter and then saying, why don't you kiss me, Billy boy?
I don't know if that's a positive or a negative.
I think it's good. I think it shows that he wants it. Whereas like, I think Skarsgård literally would just be like, yeah, and we'll have a sex. And then he like brings you into the room and he just decapitates you and there is no sex.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot deny Tim Curry's sexual energy.
No one can.
No one can. No one can. Okay, so Tim Curry goes in A.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Skarsgård Pennywise B.
Okay.
I think they're closer.
I'll let you have a B.
I don't think there's a whole tier between them.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Like, I think Skarsgård Pennywise is hotter.
Sure.
The personality.
Sure, physically he's hotter.
Maybe a C. Maybe a C.
But we're talking about fuckable.
Yeah. Okay. We're moving on to Cenobites.
Oh, S tier.
Really?
You know I like a goth.
We're talking
a goth that wants to play logic puzzles?
Hellraiser, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not against it. S tier. Interesting.
S tier. Cenobites are S tier.
I mean, it's a good fit. Like the outfit?
Yeah.
100 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
like
they're playful. They got a playful vibe.
Yeah. And then there was the new hot lady Cenobite.
There's a Cenobite for everyone.
The one in the new Hellraiser?
Yeah. There's a Cenobite for everyone. I think Cenobite's S tier.
I'm going to go with you on S tier for that. I'm going to put them up in the S tier.
Yeah.
I agree that there's one for everyone.
Yeah. They're all like, listen, Cenobites are about it.
Kissing would be tough.
Kissing would be tough.
All the needles and stuff.
Yeah, all because of the needles.
You know, like
because of the pins. Because of the pins in the head.
Wait a minute, is that why?
I just realized. Who's next?
Pyramid Head.
S.
S. Absolutely S tier. So I had been saving a spot in the S tier for Pyramid Head because, oh my God, Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head.
Because here's the thing about Pyramid Head.
Whoa.
Obviously, Pyramid Head has the same energy as when they show the behind the scenes of a Marvel movie and you see an actor that you've only known for like dramatic roles pulling a tire across a field.
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't know they could do that.
Whoa.
And Pyramid Head's just dragging that giant sword.
Yeah.
And just like ripped as hell.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm also picturing Dead by Daylight, a little bit of side butt.
Yep.
Just showing a touch of side butt.
It's also
and I respect that so much.
It's also impossible for me to remove Pyramid Head from all the Pyramid Head cosplayers.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of like hot femme Pyramid Head cosplayers.
I feel the same way about the nurse too.
Yeah.
I feel like with both of those characters, it's just like Come on.
They're entwined.
Yeah, it's really great. I love when a man makes a slutty little choice, like a little side butt.
Critter Jason is saying Big Sword compensating. No, it's like I think it's the same reason why so many people like the lumberjack TikTok. Because it's not compensating.
No.
He uses it for work.
Yeah.
You know that he actually uses it for work.
Trade.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Alex for the excellent slideshow of characters we've been getting.
No, it's good.
Brilliant, phenomenal. Thank you. The shoulders, everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything about Pyramid Head is an S tier and is immediately going into the S tier. It's a good list so far.
I think so.
And relatively well balanced.
I mean, considering it's us, yes.
Look, it's monster fuckers.
Yeah.
A lot of S tier because we like monsters.
We do be monster fuckers.
Up next. Up next is the Babadook.
Gay icon, the Babadook?
Now, instantly gets points for being a gay icon.
Yes. Cares about family.
Cares about one family a lot.
A lot, for sure.
Like a lot.
Definitely devoted. I think would definitely be a would definitely be a very reciprocal lover, the Babadook.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know?
Now, there are like the different iterations of the Babadook. Mostly we picture the like sketch, the little drawing of the Babadook.
Yeah.
But there is the physical guy.
There is a guy who's the Babadook.
Yeah, which
There's
is just
also,
that like painted on
Alex,
man.
if you can find the tweet from or the post from, God, what is her name? She's a screenwriter, but she went to the Halloween party where no one was dressed up and she was the Babadook. Do you remember that tweet?
Yeah, that was really funny.
That was the writer of Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good. The Babadook as, there it is, throwback to Halloween when I dressed up as the Babadook, but my, oh wait, what did it say? I missed the rest of the tweet.
But my friend's house had
grown-ups drinking wine vibe.
Yeah.
God, that's so funny. P-Cells says, Babadook chews mouth open. Ooh, rough.
Babadook does chew mouth open.
Can you get us a picture of the Babadook, like actual character? Yeah, there it is. I am a little into it.
It's got, well, because the thing about it is it's got like dark carnival vibes.
You know I love a carny.
You love a carny, you love a clown. Your taste is impeccable. And we have nothing further to say about it. I think the Babadook for me is like a B.
I think I'm comfortable with a B tier. I'd say a B or a C.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Up next, it just gets funnier every time. We have the Fly.
Okay, here's the thing about the Fly.
Once it's the Fly, it's not Jeff Goldblum.
You know how the Fly is going to end up. But there's a Gina Davis to this whole thing.
Yeah?
Where what part of the Fly process are you getting in there for? Are you taking the Gina Davis space where you are there for sweet Jeff Goldblum scientist, has his own espresso machine, is very proud of it, wants to help the world? Or are you there for the end when it's like, hold on, let me throw up on this donut so I can eat it?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I feel like the internet's going to be really mad at me for this. I don't really like Jeff Goldblum.
That's fine. That's fine. It's more about, do you like the sweet scientist guy?
But like, because of it, it's not like, I deal with the Fly for Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. You can't see Seth Brundle. You can only see the Fly.
It's just like,
Or you can only see Jeff Goldblum is what I mean.
Yeah, neither side's super appealing to me.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly demisexual.
Now,
incredibly demisexual, which means if you have like a bad personality, it ruins it and I cannot see you as attractive.
Sure. Alex, can you bring up that photo that you just had up again? Because I'm going to tell you this. The Fly got kind eyes. Can we take a look at that transformed Fly again? Because the Fly do have kind eyes. Look, he's smizing. He's smizing at you. And he's got a PhD, he's got a job, he cares.
Not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore? That's if they won't let the fly work his job at the university, that's prejudiced.
I don't think that fly has a job or a PhD.
The fly definitely had a PhD.
Jeff Goldblum had a PhD.
Seth Brundle, who is the fly, has a PhD.
Once he became a fly, he was a new person. Emerged anew.
You're just going to throw away 8 years of college?
It's extenuating
12?
circumstances.
I don't know.
Ooh, that in-between is rough.
The in-between's rough. I think the in-between is the roughest.
D? F?
All right, I'll throw it in D. I'll throw it in D. I think it should be a little bit higher because he cares, but that's all right. That's all right. Apparently a heart of gold doesn't matter to you.
Nope.
Wow.
Jeff Goldblum made some really questionable comments on Drag Race.
It's not Jeff Goldblum. We've been saying the whole time it can't be the actor.
I know. But it made him so...
I know, you don't like the whole,
No.
yeah, of Jeff Goldblum.
I really don't like
you don't
it.
That, oh, I mean,
And his characters play like that too.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
We have the Mummy. We have Imhotep.
How far mummied is Imhotep in this question? Everybody in the Mummy can get it.
Everybody in the Mummy can get it. The thing is, he kind of comes in and out of it.
Well, so here's the thing.
He's not permanently in one direction.
No, he comes back very human, or he gets to the peak of very human, looking like Arnold Vosloo, being just a bronze king, or a bronzer king, because they didn't actually hire anybody appropriate.
Nope.
But what about? I'll say this. What about the point where he's mostly looking like flowy robes, let's just have a party, chill in the desert, but he's got that hole that he eats bugs through in the side of his cheek?
Could still get it.
Still get it?
Smash.
The cat scares him, and now his skin is all blistery and weird.
Not my favorite. But are we only getting that point, or are we saying we're taking it all?
I think it could...
I think we're taking it all.
I think, yeah, due to the out-of-bedroom things that are happening with Rick McConnell and Evie at the time, you could be in the middle of mummy fucking, and it could go from beetle hole to full mummy at any moment.
I'm still kind of down.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not S tier down, but I'm like...
I'm
gonna be honest. I was gonna say A tier.
Yeah? I mean, here's what we know about Imhotep.
Uh-huh.
When he's into somebody, he's into somebody.
Like
if
thousands of years will do anything to bring you back from the dead.
Yeah. And let's take a look.
Commitment.
Yeah, let's take a look at what they were acting like and how they were dressing with each other in the bedroom and stuff. And these are some freaks. They care.
I'm even looking at him in full zombie-ish.
Yeah.
Still kind of shaped like the actor.
We could get
A tier.
We could get an A. We can get an A tier for Imhotep.
Yeah. I'm gonna say A tier. The commitment, his love for her.
Yeah.
It matters.
Yeah. You can tell that they vibe. When he's sleeping with somebody, he's vibing. You know, that's important.
Up next, we have the Pale Man. D. Wow, that was a quick answer.
Yeah.
What do they call the medical procedures where they stick a camera in you? That's anything.
It depends on what part they're sticking a camera in.
I'm just saying any of that. It's too much of a medical exam for me. Eyes on the hand.
Yeah, no.
I don't like that.
Actually, yeah, wherever he's touching, he's also looking, and I don't need that.
D.
D.
D. A lot of people would put that in F tier. For some reason, not us.
Not us. I guess we found something redeemable about it.
You agree with us, Alex? Yeah? I love this character. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're not here to yuck anybody's yum.
We have the werewolf from An American Werewolf in London. Low for me, D.
Yeah. That's a werewolf where if there are some werewolves Because we could have chosen any werewolf.
We could have.
There are some werewolves where you can be like, well, maybe they're like kind of intense and they're
Oz.
kind of nice. Yeah.
We could have had Oz from Buffy.
Yeah. And then during full moon, hey, just lock them up. That's not when you want to.
Or?
But there's something where like, particularly when it's getting close to full moon, depending on the, but I think if you're sleeping with a werewolf from American Werewolf in London, you are going to wake up ribbons.
I am team that's not a hot werewolf. I think there are hot werewolves. We also could have gone Twilight werewolves.
Yeah. That werewolf just sees you as food.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about that werewolf.
F tier?
F tier.
F tier.
There's nothing sexual about that particular werewolf.
And last, but certainly not least, Tim Curry's second appearance on this list. We have the devil from Legend.
Actual literal Satan Tim Curry.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier. That whole character is played as the seductive devil.
Yeah.
That whole character is like, oh, hey. It's just, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
It's just me, the devil. And I just like, hey, Mia Sarah, like, why don't you just like come over to my castle? It'll be cool.
Pretty much every depiction of the devil is hot. And I stand by that.
Okay.
But especially Tim Curry. I mean, every Tim Curry character can kind of get it.
Sure. And that's what I'm saying. They all have that energy.
It's just the energy. It's just the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the vibe that it'd be a good time.
Yeah. That's
and
it.
also very hot.
All of his characters have that vibe. Look at
also,
that.
God damn. Literally.
Look at that. That's just a tall, ripped Tim Curry.
Yeah. Wow.
When was the last time you watched Legend?
Oh, it's been so long.
Yeah, because your surprise at that when it popped up was palpable.
Well, I just looked at these photos yesterday.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have anything to do with it being a while. It's just like, wow, every time.
Every time. Let's take a look at our final tier list here and see if there's anything we want to change.
Okay, so in the S tier, we have the Bride of Frankenstein, we have Creature, we have Ghostface, we have Pinhead, we have Pyramid Head, and Tim Curry is Satan.
A couple of those got to move.
Really?
There can't be that many S's.
Oh,
That's
I so disagree. I think this is a perfect S tier.
That's just not how the grade curve works.
Really?
There can't be that many exceptionals.
It's a monster fucker tier list.
That's fine. Okay, so who do we have in A?
We have the Nurse, we have Pennywise Classic, and we have the Mummy.
Okay.
I think those are good.
Yeah. I think somebody from S could move down to A.
Who?
You know who I'm going to say, but it doesn't matter.
Is it Ghostface?
Yeah, you know it's Ghostface.
Why? Ghostface has more sexual energy.
Ghostface is, I mean, listen, if you want to like really reduce it down, even if it's your favorite Ghostface, even if it's the one that you really hope for, it's just some self-absorbed teen dork.
No. No. Billy Loomis was probably my first actual crush.
I know that. So, but I could also be okay with moving Creature or Pinhead down to A.
I will move Creature to A.
Okay.
I disagree with it deeply. Of the Universal monsters, absolutely number one for me.
Yeah.
But I'll do it because this is our like median list.
Yeah.
Okay.
B.
We have Alien Queen. We have Frankenstein's monster. We have Nosferatu and the Babadook.
Babadook could be a C.
I think the Babadook could be a C as well. I think the Babadook is probably a C.
Yeah.
When you hear all of those others, you're like, Babadook's not on that level.
Yeah, Babadook could never.
Well, moving into C then, we have Dracula. We have Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
We have Pennywise Skarsgård Edition. And now we have the Babadook.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. D, we have Christine the Car. We have Michael Myers. We have The Fly. And we have The Pale Man.
I feel good about that.
I feel good about that. From that, I'm like, I think The Pale Man's a little above the other three, but that's
sure.
okay.
But not to the point of being a C.
No.
Sorry, Alex.
And in our F tier, we have Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Jekyll and Hyde, and the Werewolf.
I think that's great. That's a great list.
I think we nailed it.
Listen, if you want to make your own list, or you have any opinions about our list, certainly take them to the Discord.
Please do.
We're going to put that tier list. There's a link in the Discord. We put a link in chat earlier. I'm sure we'll put it in there again.
Yeah.
We want everybody to do their tier list. Let's compare and contrast.
I'm downloading it. I'm going to post ours in the Discord for reference.
Mhm.
Thank you for spending your morning with us.
Bye,
I'll see you there.
BBs.